So we're sitting here with Jamal
Yes.
Pennock, who is a survivor. Um, and he's going to share a little bit about his story, um, and how he got through it and some other things. So, Jamal, first, can you just tell us a little bit about you, where you're from?
Uh, my name is Jamal Pennock. I am originally from North Philadelphia, 19th and Jefferson. My father resided out West Philly. That's where I reside now. 42 years of age, extensive background, but mostly the streets until I had my 7 year old. And he made me change my life.
Okay.
Wasn't like I had a choice. His mother wasn't ready to be a mother, so I had to be a father. I have four kids, one daughter,
Lucky
Ronnie.
you.
Oh,
I have one of those in me
yeah,
too.
love her to pieces, but she works me.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, Outgoing, love to be around my kids, family oriented. Ooh, so much.
Yeah, it's just small pieces, small doses. So tell me, you're a survivor.
Yes.
So how long has it been since you were shot? And could you share a little bit about what happened if you don't mind?
September 16th, I was assaulted trying to go into my residence.
Last year,
Yes,
2023.
2023.
Oh, so that's just like a few months ago almost.
Yeah, approximately seven,
7 months.
7 months ago.
Mm.
I don't really understand the gist of why it took place, but they said they was trying to rob me. This is what the police officer said. But I was shot entering my residence from behind uh, three times in my lower back. The injuries were very extensive. I'm just glad to be here, but they removed my lower intestine, my right colon.
Mm.
My tailbone is removed as well. I have a screw going from pelvic to pelvic. Bunch of nerve damage in my right leg, but still blessed. No
Mhm.
complaints. These are not complaints.
Mhm.
And so many medications that keep me asleep.
Yeah.
So uh, senseless. Like the bottom line for that is just senseless because they didn't execute the plan. Whether it was to rob me, to remove me from the earth, didn't work. So,
And you're walking.
oh, they
You walked. He walked into the
yes,
studio. Okay, so
and
I
they,
mean that's
and
major.
and
No problems,
the
no canes or
doctors
nothing.
told me
Mm.
I will not be able to walk for at least 2 years.
Wow.
I did it in 2 months.
Wow.
So
Determination.
determination and prayer.
Mhm.
That's what got me through.
Mhm.
And I guess the change that I made is the change I need to see. So I believe he left me here for a reason.
Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Did they ever catch the people that did it?
The officers never got back in contact with me.
Okay. Mm. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's discouraging a
Mm.
little, but the honesty of it all, I was on the opposite side of that. So
Mm.
can't cry over spilled milk.
Mm. Mm.
I wasn't just a victim, I was a victimizer as well. So, like, because it happened to me, the circumstances doesn't change.
It's interesting that you said that. A lot of people can't say that. You know what I mean? That's very interesting. So when you say we don't, please, we don't want to get into it, but you were on the other side before. Yeah. So do you feel, you know how sometimes they say karma, or
Yes,
you do feel that
you
way?
reap what you sow,
Right.
and you can't cry.
Mhm.
So it's just like, it's a bittersweet pill, but you got to swallow it.
Mhm.
And everything I say, I try to stand on it for the most part. And
Mhm.
I'm going to stand whether right, wrong, or indifferent.
So your 7-year-old son was the one that made you change your life.
Yes,
Mhm.
blessing in disguise.
Mhm.
Because my Zuhaid, my duty man, changed my life, man. And couldn't picture this for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But because of him, I am a better person.
Mm-hmm.
I might not be the best person, but I'm his hero. So that's all that matters. I'm living for my kids
Yeah.
and nothing else, because I done gave the streets too much.
And I'm sure those are the ones that probably made you fight to get better, to be able to walk, to do the things that you're doing.
Pushed me. I mean, like, even right now, they're taking care of me.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
daughter's my caregiver. My son makes my food. He's 7.
Mm.
Like, so we talking
Wow.
about strength, and
Mm-hmm.
they strengthened me, and here I am.
Yeah. So, what issues? I know we talked about where you were shot and, those things. Is there certain issues that you have from your injuries that, you have to live with daily? That's a constant struggle. And yeah.
I call it, I call it my new BBL.
Okay.
'Cause they gave me a new body, so I got the zipper there.
Yeah.
Being as though my organs were removed, like
Yeah.
it's more difficult to use the bathroom,
Mhm.
to sit up straight.
Yeah.
Like, so you just got to you got to work with what you got,
Mm-hmm.
and I still got life, so I'm just working with that.
I love it. I love it. So, um, for the young men that are in the streets doing what they're doing, what is something that you would tell them? Again, used to being on the other side, decided to change your life. And we know a lot of young men that, unfortunately, when they decide to walk away is when that karma comes. Unfortunately, but what is the message that you would share with them?
So many messages.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much even share with them. What I would share with my younger self. It's not worth it. You gotta use your time constructively. Do not allow the streets or people to use you up, because you're just a pawn in their chess game. Pick your road, formulate your plan, and execute it. Streets is not it. And for those who know me, y'all know me, so you know it's real.
What made you get involved in the streets in the beginning?
The lack thereof. My mother, I'm my only son, 4 sisters. Again, I'm 43 years old. So when I was growing up, there weren't no opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like you got different platforms and avenues where so you can be your own boss. You can be a young entrepreneur. In my time, we only had basketball. Let's not say basketball, sports,
Mm-hmm.
school, and the streets.
Mm-hmm.
This is what they offered us in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So me being a younger kid, looking up to the neighborhood guys, and I fell in line. And they used me up until I wasn't being used no more. And it was because of my son. He made me see the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, and my junior, we ain't gonna forget about you, son. Not you, Jamal Pennock, Junior. But it's the kids, man. You have to find something greater than yourself to live for.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel like you're living for nothing,
Mm-hmm.
live for your children.
So a lot of the guys that you grew up with, that you were in the street with, where are they now? Are they still in the streets? Are they dead? Are they locked up? Where are they?
They're dead and locked up.
Mm.
The guys I grew up with, I believe they were stuck in an era.
Mm-hmm.
And to the ones that are older than me.
Mm-hmm.
I have guys that are older than me, like 10, 15 years, call me old head, still doing the same things and expecting change.
Mm-hmm.
That's Einstein's law of insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going to get change from if you're not changing it?
Mm-hmm.
You're still standing on corners, holding up stop signs, and like, come on, man. Got to grow. Growth is good. Change is good. Don't be scared of change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the people, we need more of this. We need more unity. We need more love. We need more, what's the word? Cultural experiences.
Mm-hmm.
It's not in the inner city.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They dropping guns and drugs off.
Right.
They're not giving us the opportunity to better ourselves. Well, better themselves, because I'm better now.
Mm-hmm. Do you work with youth?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that. What do you do with youth? What do you do?
Uh, see, Aunt Brown won't get me. Well, when I was assaulted, I had started conversing with one of the guys that work in violence prevention in Penn University.
Mm-hmm.
So he plugged me in with different people. So now we do webinars, we got Zooms, just talking about, inner city issues, things that affect our community and
Mm-hmm.
our children. So in the near future, well, we are putting our own podcast together, but right now we just go like the different rec centers and being so he affiliated with the hospital where that brought me back to life. Ooh.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
He keeps me grounded and plugs me into everything for the betterment of our youth.
Okay.
So the violence preventions, summer camps, all types of drives, school programs, or something like we just trying to like reach out and give back.
Do you think it's working with the youth that you work with? Do they hear your message?
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they do. Not all of them, but whoever you can touch is a plus.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't want the truth,
Right. Right.
but for those who accept it, it's gratifying.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about your mom.
Here she go. That's my Donna.
uh,
That's who made me who
let's
I am.
talk about your mom. Sh- You know, you mentioned you were the only son.
Yes.
Um, how do you think that affected your mom being the only son and being in the streets the way that you were? Did you think about her? Did you consider, or you just had a blind eye? You just wanted to do what you wanted to do.
In all honesty, I did it for my mother
Mm. Okay.
because I was tired of her getting up every morning, going to different people's houses and hospitals. She was CNA,
Mm.
and it wasn't adding up. The money wasn't adding up. Meals wasn't adding up. So I took my own approach,
Mm.
and that I felt was right, not knowing I'm putting more hurt in my community than helping my mother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that's the adolescence in me.
Right.
I'm grown now.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be the change you want to see.
Mm-hmm. What do you feel is what's lacking in the inner city for our black and brown children?
Common sense.
Mm-hmm.
You can't teach that. These are tools that you just have to apply with growth and experience.
Mm-hmm.
They're not taking full advantage of the opportunities that they have because I didn't have those opportunities. Like you can actually use your phone and make $1 million.
That's true. Very true.
I couldn't use nothing to make $1 million when I was coming up. I don't even know a millionaire.
Right.
Like that was unheard of. But the avenues and platforms they got now, they have to utilize those, and they're not utilizing them to their fullest extent, and they fall victim to the waysides because they're looking up to those who are going to crash.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that schools need to versus academics need to teach more so like
Life
you
skills.
right? Okay. Mm-hmm.
They need to have life skills in schools as a curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
Get phys ed out of there.
Mm-hmm.
You play when you get out.
Mm-hmm.
This is strictly mental right here. We need to strengthen your mental so you'll be ready for the real world when you approach it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the lack thereof of funds, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
All the schools are closing. Now you're bombarded with kids in one school, and it's 50 kids in one class with one teacher. Like,
Right.
there's no aids, there's no help, no funding. So the kids are going to, it's sad to say, but it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to pick up what they feel as though is best.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't do it. Think twice
Mm-hmm.
or be a victim.
Because again, as we mentioned earlier, a lot of guys that you hung out with in the streets, they're either dead or in jail. So those are kind of like the options of that's what's going to happen. There's no in between. And even going back to your
There's
story,
no
you
gray area.
survived, but it still came back. You know what I mean? And I think they don't know the consequences of those actions, right?
If I could show y'all these wounds, I would. But That's my testimony.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to have one. The streets is not it. It's not. Oh, this could go on for days, but y'all got to find something. Whatever it is, just find it and live for that because the streets is going to use you up and it's no second chances. This is real life. So you got to be mindful of the actions you take because Karma Sutra fucks everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a matter of time of how long she going to be in you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, what does this having this platform, your main message that we know, I guess we're there, but having what is the main message that you want to get out to the youth that you would want to share with our leaders in the city on what needs to be or what should be done or how can we help more.
We ain't going to touch base on the schools because we did that. But we need more outlets for the children.
Mm-hmm.
Outlets, not street corners, rec centers, more community gatherings so that we can understand what's taking place in our communities, what need to be done, what's lacking. Get with your state representatives. Like, there's so many different things we can do, but we don't take the initiative to do it. We just complain about it. You
Mm-hmm.
got to take action
Mm-hmm.
because if not, it's going to touch home, and then you're going to want to take action. When it touch home, you should do it before it touch your doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
Save somebody else's child because it's only a matter of time before yours are gone, myself included.
So now, what would you, the people that you victimize in this phase in your life, what would you say to them if they were listening right now?
Wholeheartedly, I apologize from the bottom of my heart for the pain that I have caused you and your family. Never expected to be here right now today, but I can stand on what I say. If I have hurt or caused hurt to you or your family members, I truly apologize because life is so much beautiful when you're living right.
Mm-hmm.
You get to enjoy. You don't have to look over your. It's just so peaceful,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what life should be. It should just be about you making the necessary moves to your kids' life and yours. And if you're not doing that, then you should die
Mm-hmm.
because you're wasting time.
How do you your give us a example of your daily day with the injuries that you have and you know what does your day look like, whether physical therapy work,
Oh,
like what
listen.
does it look like?
Oh, no work.
Oh,
Retired.
okay.
I retired on my birthday. But far as like my daily when I wake up, I get up probably like 5:30, 6 o'clock, cup of coffee, oatmeal. I have to eat a lot of grain now. No more spices, no alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta live right, man. So, when I get up, I'll get my oats, my granola, a little coffee, watch the news, take my medication, and then off to physical therapy by 12 o'clock. Take the wife to work by 1:30. I'll go back home, I'll relax. My daughter be there straightening up, cook for me, take a nap. Then it's time to go get the kids from school, then the wife from work. And my day basically is my family.
Mm-hmm.
Is That's what I wake up for, and that's what I wake up to.
What does your medication look like? What does your physical therapy look like? Is it grueling? Like what does that look like?
The medication is like extensive. We got nerve pills, we got muscle relaxers, we
Mm.
got pain pills, we got
Mm.
anti-inflammatories.
Mm.
I
Mm-hmm.
take so many pills that I told the doctor I don't even want any more pills.
Mm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna deal with the pain.
Wow.
I
Mm.
caused it. I got to deal with it.
Mm.
They try to keep switching one drug for the next drug to get me on another drug. I don't want no more drugs. Just give me a Tylenol, Motrin. It's okay. I don't want all the other stuff with all the other side effects and cause heartburn and
Yeah.
constipation. Then they say you could die. I don't want that.
Right.
Y'all just saved me. Why y'all trying to give me something that got a side effect? They say I could die. I don't want that. So I had them put me. I had my primary care send me to a medicinal doctor. So now I have the marijuana card
Okay.
for my medicinal use,
Okay.
which is great. It works beautifully.
So it helps with a lot of the pain that you would.
Beautifully. And you don't have to overdo it.
Mm-hmm.
If you take it as prescribed, it works. Them pills, don't take them pills, man. They hurting us with them pills. That's another thing that's killing our inner city. I used to be a part of that too. Well, y'all gonna find out anyway. But them pills are not good for us. They put them here to slow us down. Don't let them slow us down.
What did your physical therapy look like?
Uh, it looked like a recreation center. But like the workouts are not gruesome. Like slow and steady, just like 10 pounds because, due to the injuries in my back and the screws, they said I just need to keep mobility so that nothing stiffens. So I go there twice, maybe 3 times a week. Light stretches, the table, the massages, the patches for all the nerve damage. But I look at it as exercise. It's not even physical rehabilitation. It's me getting back into the gym. And I got to start there before I can actually go back into the gym. And again, that's 7-year-old of mine.
Keeps you going.
Oh, if you could see him, he is cut like a bag of dope. He's 7. Well, he's like, don't want to wear nothing but wife beaters and work out. And that's what keeps me going.
And he's 7.
He's
okay.
7.
Lord Jesus. He going to be a handful.
Yes, Lord.
A handful. So, is there anything else that you would like to share? We got the message about the youth, what they, living a life in the streets.
There's no life to live in the streets.
Yeah.
It's all karma and turmoil.
Yeah.
If you use it the right way, it's a good stepping stone. But myself included, we become addicted. So it's not a stepping stone, it becomes a lifestyle. It's not a style or a way you should want to live your life. And when y'all see this, they going to be like, I do not believe it. You better believe it because this is Jamal Michael Pennock, a.k.a. Pork.
Okay.
Right. Real is real. No matter who tell the truth, it shouldn't change.
Well, I'm just glad that you are here. You're walking, you're moving, because you would not be able to tell that you've had those injuries the way you just walked up in here.
Right.
So
Nobody would know that.
God is good.
Yes,
God
all
is
the time.
good. God is really good. And
Bless.
I'm really grateful that you came to share a little bit about your story with us and just to see the survivor and the fighter in you.
Beyonce ain't got on me. I'm a survivor. She just wrote the song.
So we appreciate it. We appreciate it, and I want you to keep doing the work that you're doing with the youth. Make sure you continue to share your story because I think your story needs to be heard, and them understanding the injuries and what can happen and how you're good because you have a great support system that's helping you through the process, but some people that are in the streets don't have that support system, so they'll be on their own.
That's what pushes them to the streets.
Right.
No support. And then the guys use them up because they feel as though they're being supported and loved. And no, it's a joke.
Because when you go to jail,
It's
you're
a
going to be
joke.
by yourself. They're not in the jail with you.
And
they're not going to put no money.
There we go. They're not going to do nothing for you
Let's
on
be
that.
real. Yeah.
So when you come back out, that's when they're going to show you the love.
Yeah.
That's not love.
Yeah. Absolutely. So thank you again, Jamal. We
thank y'all
appreciate
for
you.
having me.
And I hope this has helped with getting some of this out.
Yeah. As long as I keep talking, boy, I'm going to keep smiling. I'm trying to tell you, it feel good.
It does.
It's a good feeling.
And you're still here. So that's a blessing. So you have a story to share.
Yes, man.